Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Clayfish, and you're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome to your hometown news. I'm April Frelke with my co-host, Charity Seebecker. Last week, Thursday, Representative Tony Kurtz presented the founder of Touch Twice Clinic with a Hometown Hero Award for her incredible service to this community. The clinic has been an amazing resource in our area, and we have her in studio. So please welcome to our program, Rhonda Larson. Rhonda, congratulations.
Thank you.
What an amazing award.
Yeah, I was very surprised. I think it was a huge honor, and to be nominated by Representative Kurtz was even more amazing. So
tell us about your experience receiving the award, how that happened. So Tony Kurtz nominated you.
So you didn't know he was doing it, or like?
I didn't until right before he gave me the information on coming to the Capitol to get the award. He was hoping to surprise me, but it's not really that easy to get somebody just to show up at the Capitol. So we made the plans to go, and we were able to be in front of the entire assembly before they were in session. So he gave a speech and then allowed me to give a speech after that. So it was very exciting.
Can you tell us a summary? Sure, you might not know this, but I spoke with Tony Kurtz about another issue he just couldn't speak enough about your speech to the assembly. He said, April, if you can watch it, you've got to watch Rhonda. What she said was so powerful. Can you give us a summary of maybe what you said?
Sure. I did talk a lot about how this really wasn't an award for me. It was all of the hundreds of volunteers that helped and all of the donors that gave tens of thousands of dollars every year to be able to host the Touch Twice Clinic. I think that it really took a village to be able to help over 800 people every single year in just a short 4-hour time frame with different healthcare needs, food pantries, school supplies, and backpacks. So I talked a little bit about that, and then I also talked about the importance of being a servant leader and how I really felt that we were very similar in our approach to helping people in need, that whether they were working with the assembly or they were passing bills, things like that, or helping with a Touch Twice clinic, that we all have a common purpose in mind, and that is to do the best for the people that we are here to serve.
That's amazing. That's wonderful.
I like how you compared the two, but it's still, like you said, they're in a sense, you're doing different things, but you're doing the same thing, like for the same purpose.
Exactly.
And that's what matters.
It is, and I think in today's world, I did mention that it's very challenging, and we all have to work together to be able to do what's best for people.
We are really the creators of our communities, aren't we?
We are. We are.
So now that you've got this hometown hero, where do you see Touch Twice going now in the future, or where do you see this taking off, this helping it? What's going on? Well,
we've done it for about 11 years, and the last 2 years with COVID has been very challenging. So what we did was a drive-through school supply and backpack giveaway, and that worked really well. Really, community partners have stepped up and done even more. So like Silver Star Health, helping with the mobile food pantries, and different county agencies that are helping to supply things that we may have done in the past. So we're kind of handing a lot of that off to those different areas because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. We have provided schools with lots of supplies and things that will get them through the year. So
right, like having worked there with the Lioness, with the eyesight screening, like you had people cutting people's hair, and that probably couldn't happen during COVID.
Exactly, and it's been very challenging. So we had to think outside the box and try and do something a little bit different to still be able to support the children that needed backpacks and school supplies. So,
Rhonda, you yourself are a hometown hero, absolutely for sure for this. With this whole experience and reflecting on what are your thoughts, or what's your favorite moment kind of being involved in this project?
Oh, I think really just watching the people that would come to the Touch Twice Clinic, and some that would end up being our volunteers in years moving forward. I think the appreciation and how much it really did help people to kind of maybe get out of a moment in their life when things were tough. So it was very helpful to have all of the volunteers that we had. They were friends, family, co-workers, providers at our hospital, just everybody coming together for some really good things.
Great. Thank you for joining us.
Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
That's very exciting.
Thank you.
Catering for the cast and crew has been provided by Strike Zone and Pizzones in Tomah. Great food with fun for the whole family. Up next, Health Check 360. But first, we want to thank our sponsors.
Lynxx 24 News and this Connect 24 segment is brought to you by Torkelson Funeral Home, Jeff Holthaus with State Farm Insurance, The Little Cottage Home Decor and more, The Fun Company Game Room Store, Oakdale Credit Union, Hardware Hank in New Lisbon.
It's been a long day.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I really don't feel like cooking, so...
The best pizza. Look at that crust and cheese. Amazing burgers and steaks. Just the way I like it. Food the whole family loves. That's our specialty. And don't forget, 12 lanes of bowling fun and a huge game room. Rain or shine, always a great time. Strike Zone at Pizzones in Tomah.
Owning a small business is kind of a big deal. State Farm agents can help you find the right insurance coverage at the right price.
Call State Farm agent Jeff Holthaus in Tomah today.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
This hot tub is so relaxing. The stress of the week just melts away.
Hanging out with friends is fun.
And we have so many reasons to get together.
My Traeger grill is the difference between a good
and an amazing barbecue.
The Fun Company Game Room Store
is where the fun begins.
You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
For 31 years, Tomah Health Hospice Touch and Life Choices Palliative Care has hosted its annual Love Light program where residents can remember a loved one during a special program. Hospice Touch and Life Choices Palliative Care Director Heidi Stalsberg is here to share the details on the Love Light program during this month's edition of Health Check 360. Heidi, welcome back. It's good to have you this year. Love Light. Last year we had COVID, so a little different plans. What are we planning this year for the program?
Well, unfortunately, due to the high transmission and cases in the area, our Love Light program again will be held virtually. It is disappointing, however, I feel strongly that we need to make sure that everybody's safe and everybody's healthy, you know, during this time of year. Yes. So we decided to videotape our Love Light ceremony, and then we will show that on our Tomah Health website, which is tomahhealth.org. Okay. And as well as our social media outlets as well. So we'll be showing it on there.
So if somebody wants to remember a loved one during the season, what's the process of getting, is it like they'll be taped beforehand, or how is that going to work? Maybe the behind the scenes work for that?
So in the past, hundreds of names have been publicly read during each event.
Right.
So for a donation, residents can have their loved one's name added to our Love Light program. So we will be honoring them by reading their names during that videotaped program.
Okay, right. So they have to maybe get their name in before. Is there a deadline, or what's the process for that?
So the Love Light donation forms are around the community, and then they would fill that out and send that in by the end of the month. So our Love Light donation forms are available at our Tomah Hospice Touch office. That's at 601 Straw Street here in Tomah. The donation forms are also available at Moulter's Pharmacy, which is at 701 East Clifton Street here in Tomah. Also our medicine shop at 300 Superior Avenue here in Tomah, and also on our website at tomahhealth.org. So those donation forms are available. Like I said, we'd just like them returned to us by the end of the month so that we can get organized before we videotape the ceremony, so that we'll have the names of those that want to be honored, as well as for our residents in the Juneau County and the Mauston area. Those donation forms are at the Mile Bluff Medical Center at the hospital in Mauston at 1050 Division Street, and also at Phillips Pharmacy at 123 State Street in Mauston. So those forms are there in the Mauston area, and we'll ask that they be returned to us by the end of the month. So our virtual event will be covering both the Mauston area names and the Monroe County Tomah area names. So it's just one event for all of those areas.
Now, you're in the 31st year.
Yeah.
And you've really had a really big response. Like,
yeah.
And why do you think that is such an important, or people are really interested in that?
We do. We have a huge response. And people are so thankful for this ceremony. I feel like people have a need to honor their loved ones, and people really enjoy having that ability to do that. You know, we don't have formal and official ceremonies that much anymore, and if I can donate in honor of my loved one and have their name read at an official ceremony that's viewed, I really feel like that's a way to honor them. And especially around the holidays, it really helps people deal with loss. You know, it helps people deal with, it gives them a little bit of closure as well. It's a tough
kind of
time.
Including them in their holiday celebration, right? Like, like bringing their light, bringing their soul, kind of like they're not physically here, but that connection.
I think that's really important. Yeah.
And with holidays right now, things are a little tough for people that have lost loved ones. And what advice would you maybe give? We've got about a minute left to those that have lost a loved one.
The Love Light program, of course, is a unique way to honor your loved one. But I really think it comes down to that individual family. I think that anything that provides comfort for you is a way to remember that person, whether it's lighting a candle with your family, setting that extra place at the table, but whatever gives you comfort.
I like that word comfort that you're using.
Yeah, I think that's really key to remembering your loved one. You know, it's a hard time. It's a really difficult time in the holidays. We hear Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. It's hard to be happy if I'm sad and missing somebody. Yeah. But if you remember somebody, if you honor that memory, and if you do something that gives you comfort, that's your main thing to do.
Great. Thank you for joining us, Heidi.
Thank you.
Well, the holiday gift guide is next. Stay tuned.
At Tomah Health, we're keeping you safe while resuming expanded healthcare services.
I'm Shelley Eggstead, Quality Services Director at Tomah Health. Quality has always been a priority, and it's been part of our mission.
Our staff is taking extra precautions, like offering video visit, virus screening, social distancing, and rigorous disinfecting protocols to provide continuing care.
For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit tomahhealth.org.
What's the more in the Little Cottage home decor and more? Fashion. Shopping is fun at the Little Cottage. Update your look and discover more at the Little Cottage home decor and more, New Lisbon.
Owning a small business is kind of a big deal. State Farm agents can help you find the right insurance coverage at the right price.
Call State Farm agent Jeff Holthouse in Tomah today.
Hardware Hank knows you have projects, lots of important projects, from paint to plumbing, electrical, and yard maintenance. We have the area's largest selection of Milwaukee tools. Hey, it's what the pros use. We even have an in-store chainsaw sharpening service. It's time to build your property's value with Hardware Hank New Lisbon.
You've got a lot
Welcome to our hometown holiday gift guide. This week, we are looking at gifts for the special men in your life. So, April, we have quite a few different things to cover. And
different stores.
Yes, and from different places.
And males are kind of hard to shop for.
Yes. I was just asking my significant other, actually, what do you want? He goes, nothing, you're enough. Or, this is that. I'm like, well, I appreciate that, but you're really not helping me. So hopefully if there's any viewers out there who have similar, responses, we can help them.
Right,
so
great ideas here.
Let's start with Bertram's Jewelry Studio.
And this is in Tomah.
Yes. Right? So if you want to hold that. So this is a sterling silver custom cross. And it's created in their studio, and it's perfect for any guy who it looks like a rustic piece. The regular price is around $310, but it's on sale for $280 through Christmas. And it does come with that antique silver chain. So it's very unique versus, just untypical cross necklace.
Yeah, it's really solid, nice quality.
Yes, very durable. And then there's also the stainless steel men's bracelets. So, it's stylish for men, but also, girly. It's nice in between.
Well, I like the stainless steel.
Yes,
that's pretty.
And it's durable, so it won't break the bank because it's actually on sale for $70 until Christmas. So that's super exciting. And it's not something men will probably usually buy for themselves, but it's still personable and memorable for them.
Okay. Well, we're going to move on to our next item, which is the Warrior Fortress Coffee Rocker Recliner. It's inspired by luxury car interiors, and the rocker recliner puts you in the driver's seat just like never before. It's got a matte faux leather upholstery, and padded details are enriched with a heavyweight baseball stitching for a chic, sporty look. It's an oversized headrest pillow and a high back profile take the experience over the top. Ooh. And it's priced at only $420. And it's got some features, Charity, like a one-pull reclining motion, gentle rocking motion, attached cushions, high resiliency foam, polyester, polyurethane upholstery, and it's a 47-inch high back.
Oh, my goodness. Definitely something my dad would enjoy because he's very picky on his chairs.
So that's at the Tomah Cash Store, that rocker recliner. And we also have another item from the Tomah Cash Store, and this is a full-swing, loose-fit, washed, duck fleece-lined jacket. And this men's work jacket gives the full range of motion that you need on a job, on a work site. It's made with durable fleece-lined duck that feels broken in from the start.
That is very nice.
That is
duck.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Stretch panels across the shoulders and arms make it easy to reach overhead. Oh, so the panels, even just the way it's fabricated, you can really move. And it's previously known as the full swing Armstrong jacket.
Wow.
And Carhartt is such a great company. It's high quality.
Very durable. And then we also have, from the Tomah Antique Mall, we have the Packers cribbage board. And cribbage boards are sometimes hard to find, but they actually carry a whole line of them and different gifts and games. And Packers, Brewers, Badgers, even the Bears.
It's kind of shaped like a football.
A little bit of everything. And it's actually made by a family-owned American company right here in the U.S., so that's super exciting. And the line also includes mugs, magnets, good-natured greeting cards, a lot of things for the fans of sports. So it's perfect. Then there's also from them is the Harvest Moon hard shell jacket. So this is ultra durable, waterproof, so that's a plus. Comes in many different colors, and is a great jacket for all the different types of outdoor activities you could possibly want to do. It also, in addition to the jackets, they also have Carry camo sweatshirts, t-shirts, and hats. And that's just a small sampling of what they have in their shop. The antique area has collectible die-cast cars, tools, fishing equipment, specialty coins, pocket watches, beer memorabilia, just so much more. So definitely take a chance and get out there.
And that's the Tomah Antique Mall,
yes.
Right? Okay.
Well, a quick announcement, the Camp Douglas area will be hosting their holiday shopping event on December 11th at their new community center from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And Santa will be there for pictures and free goodie bags for the kids. When we come back, we will end the program on a positive note. Aaron Scott is next.
Owning a small business is kind of a big deal. State Farm agents can help you find the right insurance coverage at the right price.
Call State Farm agent Jeff Holthouse in Tomah today.
What's the more in the little cottage home decor and more? Fashion. Shopping is fun at the little cottage. Update your look and discover more at the Little Cottage Home Decor and More, New Lisbon.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
Hardware Hank knows you have projects, lots of important projects, from paint to plumbing, electrical, and yard maintenance. We have the area's largest selection of Milwaukee tools. Hey, it's what the pros use. We even have an in-store chainsaw sharpening service. It's time to build your property's value with Hardware Hank New Lisbon.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
You are watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to your community.
Our next guest is a husband, father, singer-songwriter, inspiration, and a friend. Please welcome to our program the one and only Aaron Scott.
Hello.
Welcome.
I feel like we should have
sure.
the background.
Are you used to that now? No.
Yeah.
You never get used to it, I would say, but yeah.
So how are things going? What have you learned? How's the last been? And all the voice has affected you. How are you?
It's crazy to believe it's a year ago already, because just this last week I had a post come up on social media reminding me that a year ago was the battle round where I was sent home from The Voice, and it aired on national television. And just realizing that that was a year, and just what's happened in that time. And then one of the big things that did was I reflected back on a lot of what was going on in our community, like some pictures of people wearing Team Aaron Scott shirts. And those are those things that come back in your mind, and you remember like the support and the positivity that I received from so many people in the community, and that whole experience did for so many people. That by far was the greatest blessing of the entire thing, was what it did for everybody. It wasn't a personal thing. It was a community-driven thing. And then just the last year of getting out, doing so many shows this summer, we were so busy. I'm so blessed to have such great bandmates who are so accommodating and accessible. These guys are working full-time jobs. Some of them over 40 hours, most of them over 40 hours a week, committing all that time to their jobs, their families, and then to really pile on the music and to do these tours and these gigs that we did all summer long. I was blessed to have that, and we had a good time. We were tired, but it was a good time. So it's been a crazy whirlwind. It's kind of slowed down a little bit now, and that's been very good for me. So now we're kind of regrouping, looking at what we want to game plan for when it comes to springtime and summer of next year.
I'm sure, like you said, it's nice to kind of have a little bit of downtime to reconnect, rethink about those goals, and also get a little family time in, and just breathe a little bit. That's always a good thing. So in your journey, what are some of the biggest lessons that you've learned about the music industry?
The music industry, and it's different for everybody. And the funny thing is you get to watch a lot of the people you're on the show, The Voice with, and their experience and where they've gone from the experience and what they're doing now, and compare it to yourself and see like what works for you. What I've learned a lot about the music industry and how it fits in with me is that I have to be very careful, because it's a very unstable industry. It's just like The Voice, where the first day I was there, I'm on, it's the blind auditions, I'm getting 2 chair turns, and it's like the highest of highs, and then the next show, I'm going home. And it's like, sometimes you have those experiences and you have those shows where you have great turnout, great crowd participation, you just feel like this is it, this is that stepping stone to the next level. And then the next show, it's a complete backwards, you take 2 steps back. So you quickly realize emotionally, and just psychologically, spiritually, all of that, you have to be strong and very firm in a foundation of something that's stable if you want to do something in a music industry that's very unstable. And so I guess in the last year I found out for me personally when I would really dig into the industry and try my hardest to do something, you know, to make a name for myself, grow my audience, grow my following. That's actually the moments where I realized I was the most unstable, like spiritually, emotionally. It was that battle of the harder you dig into this, the more battles it almost ensues into your own well-being. And so finding the right balance of what works for me in my stage of life as a father, as a husband with young kids, that's first priority, is being a father, being a husband, and doing that. That's number one. And then all this is just that secondary stuff that you got to find the right balance in that.
I like how you say that.
The balance.
It's nice. Of course, everybody wants to follow their dreams, and that's important to make sure you're trying to reach those. But it's also important to make sure you are at a good place emotionally, physically, and mentally, everything. So that's really cool that you can say that and that you're aware of that, because a lot of people aren't.
It's a learning experience. It's all, there's no book out there that says, you know, post voice for dummies, right? there's nothing out there. There's no script that says this is what you do. And that's pretty much music in general. There's really no written script of this is how you earn success. Sure. It's all just kind of, you just, and what I'm learning in all this is the best thing you can be is genuine. The best thing you can be is yourself, and do what you feel called to do. Follow that conviction, and leave the rest to what it is, and stay true to that. I mean, it's been an experience, because a lot of times I've had people come up to me and say, don't be that guy that goes on The Voice and has this huge opportunity and then squander it by just being another guy in Tomah 10 years later, doing the same thing you were doing 10 years ago. And you have that voice in your head that says you don't want to waste what looks like an amazing opportunity. But then I stop and I think, you know, what are the greatest things I've achieved and accomplished in my life? And it's actually music as a secondary when I look at, am I a good father again? Are my kids growing up knowing that their father is there, that he's accessible, that he loves them, that they're growing up in a stable home, that my wife, am I nurturing that relationship? Am I walking close in my faith? When people interact with me, are they seeing genuine, true kindness, or am I staying humble in those things? And that's where I want 10 years from now. I would rather, you could call it a legacy. I'd rather people look at that and see that than think he tried to become a bigger name, he tried to get mainstream, he tried to do all these things to achieve personal success in the music industry that only has so many rewards within it.
Right. You're really focused on your inner joy and what you're creating. Aaron, what are your goals now? Where are you at with goals in your music, and maybe are you writing songs, or what's up with your band and stuff? So
we've had this summer, it was very busy, and then it kind of got into, like, the school year started, the weather got colder, and it just kind of halted.
Yeah, and so careers, back to your career.
Exactly, it's like it's back to the real world a little bit. Yeah. But that was exactly what I needed, because it's given me a chance to take a breath and ask myself some honest, hard questions. It's, am I doing this genuinely because I love it? Because this is just a part of who I am? And is this something that I want to continue to do? If I do want to continue to do it, am I doing it in the way that I feel called, that I want to do it? You know, there's a lot of tug to go, like, we could, you know, around here, if you get a lot of success writing country songs. And so I've been kind of like, should I be looking at changing my genre, changing a little bit of what I'm doing? Should I stick true to what I am? Should I stick true to some other things, or change some things up? And so there's a lot of those questions. But the best solution I've had in that is taking time, praying, and then just writing and responding to whatever's coming from the heart. And that's really where I found a lot of that joy in what I'm doing still. And that's all I'm seeking right now, I guess.
So you have upcoming shows?
Yeah, a couple. It's spread out. You know, we talk about it's getting cold, and again, I want to balance again, like that balance of home and being that person at home. But also, I love music and I love performing. So finding the right balance is, again, what we're trying.
Do you have a website or a Facebook page?
Yeah,
it's still, check real quick before we have to wrap up.
You bet. Yeah, it's aaronscottrock.com. Feel free to check that out. Facebook, I'm on there as well. Instagram. Try to stay away from Twitter these days, but I'm also on Twitter.
Okay.
But, feel free.
Great. Well, we want to thank you for watching your Hometown News, where we're connecting you to the community.